All right. So let's go ahead and start in a comfortable seat. So if you have a couple of blankets, I'm going to grab a couple. And actually, let's do that. If you have a couple of blankets, you might want to sit up on one for a little bit of height. If your knees are above your hips, then you'll want to sit up on something to feel your knees relax down, create some space in your hips. And you can sit in any comfortable position. You could even sit on a chair. If you have another blanket, you could put it on your lap. And start to feel your connection, each point of connection with the earth, and feel that point of connection spread, scanning across the bottoms, the outsides of your feet, your seat, even your hands resting on your thighs. Feel each point of connection spread. And begin to deepen your breath. Lengthening your inhale and your exhale. And as you feel your inhale traveling in, feel the breath pass along the base of your nose, bottom of your nostrils. And as you exhale, feel the breath travel along the base of your nostrils on the way out. Noticing if your exhale is the same length as your inhale. Smooth out the skin between your eyebrows. Feel space in between your teeth. Noticing how as the breath passes along the base of your nostrils, the breath grows lower into your belly and lower back. And as your breath grows down, your ribs naturally rise up. Just notice how this is happening without you needing to control anything. As you inhale, your breath is traveling down all the way into your seat, into your back body. And as you exhale, the ribs soften down and the breath travels up. Two more breaths here. And then let's bring our hands to heart center as if we're holding a precious gift between our palms. And let's open with the sound of 3 quiet ohms, almost to ourself. Take a nice cleansing breath first. Inhale for Om. Om. On an exhale, release your palms, lower your chin. Wiggle your toes, rub your fingertips together. And let's take 3 shoulder rolls, inhaling up to your ears, exhaling around. All right, and then let's change the crossing of your legs if your legs are crossed. And we're going to inhale up, exhale over to the right, catching the left fingertips on the outside of the knee. And then inhale up, moving with the breath. Exhale over to the other side, feeling the seat rooted, lengthening through the crown of the head, inhaling, breathing out to the fingertips, exhaling. Inhale, still feel your breath traveling along the base of your nose. Inhale. And this next one we'll hold, inhaling. Exhale. Turning your gaze toward the right. Spreading across your sit bone, feel your breath traveling up your spinal cord and out into your back ribs. Exhale, drawing your navel in to help the rib cage rotate open to the right. Another breath here. Exhale, drawing that right shoulder blade in towards the chest. And then inhaling up. And exhale to the other side. Growing up from the earth. Flowering in the heart, in the back of the heart. Exhale, navel in to rotate toward the left. Left shoulder blade drawing in toward the chest. 2 more breaths here. Breathing into the base of the nostrils so that the belly expands, the breath draws all the way into the seat. Exhale, navel in. And then inhaling up. And then exhale, pull your hands into your heart. Release your jaw. Release any expression off of your face. And then release your hands. And let's shift onto our backs. You can put any props you may be using to the side. All right, so bend your knees, place your feet flat, place your hands on your belly, and just give your belly a little morning rub. Just feeling the warmth from your hands, and then rest your hands comfortably on your belly. Feel your neck and forehead level, and notice how your belly is expanding into your hands as you inhale. Notice the rate that your belly contracts as you exhale. 2 more like this. Feeling how good it feels to lay down on your back. And then we'll hug our right knee, stretch your left leg long, and roll both ankles to the right. And then go ahead and switch. Hugging the left knee in, circling both ankles to the left. And then bring your legs to 90 degrees. Place your hands flat on the floor by your hips. Inhaling here into your belly. Exhale, push the floor forward, drawing your navel in, lifting through your pelvic floor. If you have a block, you could put it between your knees on the skinny side, but it's not necessary. Notice if your chin is jutting up. And then hug your right knee and once again, stretch your left leg long. Inhaling here, exhale, draw your navel in, lift your head and chest and lengthen through your left leg so it hovers. Another breath into your back body, exhale, navel in, reach your hands forward. Every exhale, lifting through your pelvic floor, either keep your right knee bent or straighten it to the sky. Bring your hands behind your head, elbows wide. 3 more breaths here. Every exhale, lifting through your pelvic floor, lifting the shoulder blades off the mat, widening the elbows. And then inhale, hug both knees in, draw little circles with them, massaging your sacrum. Nice full inhale, exhale through your mouth. Hug your left knee, stretch your right leg long, roll your ankles to the left, wobbling out any tension. Inhaling here, exhale, draw your navel in, lift your head and chest and lengthen through your right leg. On an exhale, reach your hands forward, keeping your neck long. And either keep your left knee bent or exhale, straighten it to the sky. Bring your hands behind your head. Every exhale, lifting to the pelvic floor. Lifting the shoulder blades off the mat, widening the elbows. 2 more breaths. Inhale, hug your knees in and circle them the other way. Nice full inhale, exhale, softening through the mouth. Now bend your knees 90 degrees, reach your palms up toward the ceiling, palms facing each other. We'll move opposite arm and leg. So inhale, reach your right arm, left leg long. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, left arm, right leg long. Exhale, lifting to the pelvic floor, back to center. Keeping that natural curve in your neck and in your lower back. Letting this be a moving meditation. One more on each side. And hug your knees in. Circle your shoulders here, and you can circle your knees away from each other. And then toward each other. Lengthening your breath. And then open your arms wide. As you place your feet down, cross your right thigh over your left. And then bring your knees in toward your chest. Inhaling here, exhale, cross your left arm over your right once or twice for eagle arm. Eagle crunches. Inhale here, exhale, lifting up, maybe connecting the elbow with the knee. Inhale down, keeping the neck long. Lifting to the pelvic floor, starting to generate some heat in the core. Two more. And then inhale, open your arms wide, palms up. Exhale, bring your knees over toward the left elbow. And then place your left hand on the right side body for that loving support. It's especially important during this time, just letting your body and mind know that you are here for you. You can give yourself just a nice gentle rub, or just place your hand, breathe into your hand, all the way up behind and underneath your left shoulder. Exhale. You might want to use your hand to push your hip away from that right shoulder for a little bit of a deeper stretch. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling all the way up behind to the back of the right lung, and exhale, releasing the right shoulder. 1 more breath here. And then inhale, walk yourself back to center. And we'll cross the left thigh over the right. Inhaling here, exhale, cross the right arm over the left once or twice. Draw the knees in towards center. Inhale here, exhale, lifting up for eagle crunches. Lifting through the pelvic floor. Three more. Knowing that heat you're creating is strengthening you. And then inhale, open your arms wide, palms up. Exhale, bring your knees over to the right. You can use your right hand, place it onto the left side body for that loving support. Your gaze is upper toward the left. Inhaling to your belly, side ribs, upper back. Exhale, releasing that left shoulder down. And the relaxation is a chain reaction. So you breathe all the way up into the back of the left lung. You exhale, your shoulder releases, and your arm, forearm, palm, finger. 2 more breaths here. You might want to use your right hand to guide that left hip away from the left shoulder, drawing it forward. And then inhale back up to center. All right, place your feet underneath.
Hey, you're being loud.
I think someone is not on mute, someone who just spoke right now. So just if you might want to make sure that you're on mute, just so you don't have to worry about any sounds coming through. Okay, so place your feet underneath your knees, spread your toes, and then bring your palms overhead. And then inhale, pick up your hips, open your arms. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, pressing through your feet. Like you're pressing right into the center of the earth. Exhale, slowly lowering your hips. Again, inhale. Keep that space behind your neck, even as you come up. And this time we'll open up and keep our hips lifted. Bring your arms back a little bit so they're more of a Y. Either staying here, spreading through your toes, spreading across the balls of your feet. Or exhale, pick up your right knee and touch it with your left fingertips. So inhale down. Exhale, opposite touch. Inhale down. See if you can have a very light touch as you land your foot, pressing into the heels to lift the hips more. And be sure you don't turn your head in this pose. Each time you land, you lift your hips. Couple more rounds. Rooting down to lift up. Last one on each side. And then slowly lower down. All right. And you can let your knees just flop over to the right. For an inhale and an exhale. And then flop your knees to the other side. For an inhale, feel wider. Nice, smooth exhale. And now place your right ankle on top of the left thigh. And first just push your right knee away, keep that foot flexed. And now place your hands by your hips and come up onto your left toes. So inhale here, exhale, lift that left knee toward the same shoulder. Inhale, tap, exhale, draw that knee in toward the shoulder. So moving with your breath, feel your back ribs filling up. As you exhale, you soften your front ribs. Starting to feel a little bit of warming up in the outer glutes. And then we'll stay lifted. Inhale here, exhale, straighten that left leg up to the sky. Inhale, bend. Exhale. One more, inhale, bend. Exhale. And then lower down. Just draw your knees toward and away from each other. And we'll sit sides. Cross the left ankle on the right thigh. Push that left thigh away from you. And then just use your leg strength to keep drawing it away from you. Come up onto your right toes. Exhale, draw your right leg in toward that same shoulder. Inhale, tap. Exhale. Keeping your jaw relaxed. Nice, smooth Ujjayi breathing with the breath traveling along the base of your nose. And we'll hold here, inhaling, exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale. And you're welcome to, you could bring your hands here to the outer thighs if that feels better. Two more. And then release, knees toward and away from each other. And then hug your knees in, curl up into a little ball. Let's rock forward and back a few times like you're a little kid. And we'll come all the way up and into tabletop. So place your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees under your hips. And inhale, come into our cat and cow. Exhale, pushing the floor away, release the back of your neck. Feeling your Ujjayi breath here. Again, traveling along the base of your nostrils for both the inhale and the exhale. And feel free to make this your own. So you can move into rotations or any little movement. Just feel your breath filling in your ribs and feel your breath move you. Keep going. Okay. And then inhale here, exhale, shift back to a child's pose. Softening your elbows. Feel your breath reach all the way into your lower back, and exhale. Imagine a loving friend guiding your outer hips down to the earth. Feel yourself safe here, totally supported by the earth in everything you do.
To provide online health services. 6,000 have agreed to volunteer.
I hear a male voice. If anyone has a male voice in the background, if you could make sure that you're muted. All right. We're all learning here. This is all trial and error, but I'm so grateful you're all here and we can practice together. All right. So pick up your wrists and circle your hands both directions. And then walk your fingertips forward, inhaling here, and then over to the right. Inhale, lengthening out the crown of your head, and then exhale, fold down. And you can place your hands flat now. Feeling your left hip rooted down, a nice stretch along the left side of your body. One more breath here. As you exhale, you slightly draw your navel in, feeling a little lift, the lower left belly. And then inhale, walking it forward on your fingertips and over to the left. Lengthening out the crown of your head, and then exhale, fold down. And you can place your palms down. Keep rooting your right hip, it's heavy. You can imagine a sandbag placed over your right hip. Feeling your breath into your right side body expansive. One more breath here. Exhale, the navel slightly draws in, and then inhale, walk it forward. And shift up to tabletop. Parallel your pointer fingers. Inhaling here, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your knees up and back, downward facing dog. Bending one knee and then the other. And you're welcome to let out exhales with sound. No one can hear you. You can exhale like anything that feels releasing. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Spread through your toes, bend your knees, hang forward, staying here for a couple of breaths. Release all four sides of your neck. And then switch the crossing of your arms. And then release your hands. Spread across the triangles of your feet. So you can trace here, it's the ball of your foot, the top of your foot, but right below your toes, from below your big toe to your pinky toe, and then the center, all the way to the center of your heel. You can imagine imaginary lines, triangle of that foot, waking up your legs, and then walk back to downward facing dog. And you can bend your knees to find more height. Now let's have everyone actually bend your knees as you inhale. Exhale, draw your navel in to straighten the legs. Two more times. Inhale, bending the knees, reaching the hips up high. Exhale, navel in, pressing the thighs straight back. And again, inhale, bending. Exhale, pressing the frontal thighs straight back, navel drawing in. And then inhale, we'll shift forward to plank. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Again, inhale, shift forward to plank. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, shift forward to plank. And this time, lower down to your knees, and we're going to take forearm plank. So come onto your forearms and parallel your forearms. So try not to have your elbows wider than your hands. Spread through your fingers and then step one leg and then the other back. Toes tucked under. Finding a soft gazing point. Pressing into all 10 fingers. Thighs firming up, pointing the tailbone back. Feel your breath traveling along the base of your nostrils, filling in the lower back. Exhale, lifting to the pelvic floor. 3 more breaths. Noticing if the inner and outer heels are lengthening back evenly. 1 more breath. And the knees down. And let's open our palms this time for child's pose. Palms a little bit wider than your shoulders. Inhaling here, exhale, hold, release your head down. Turning your thumbs open, the thumb side of your arm open toward the earth. Feeling that delicious breath into your back ribs. And then keep your shoulders open, just turn your palms down, lifting your forearms. Inhale, shift forward to tabletop. Exhale, back downward facing dog. And then inhale, come up high into your toes. Exhale, walk your feet forward. Spreading through the triangles of your feet. Inhale, peel up halfway. Exhale, folding down, shifting your hips over your heels. And then inhale, sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, pulling your hands into your heart. Staying here for a couple of breaths. Drawing energy up to the soles of your feet. And now notice how as you inhale, your ribs are drawing apart, widening. And as you exhale, they draw closer together. Just notice how this is happening without you needing to control anything at all. One more breath here. Your ears drawing back and up. Exhale, release your palms. Inhale, circle them wide and open. Exhale, folding forward and down. Release the back of your neck. Inhale, feeling up halfway. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, pull your hands into your heart. Inhale, turning your palms open, sweeping them overhead. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back, soft knees. Inhale, into your heart, press your palms together. Exhale, fold over your legs, over bent knees. And then you can start to straighten your legs by lifting your frontal thighs. Inhale, bending your knees, peeling up halfway like for cobra with the hands clasped behind. Exhale, folding over the legs, once again straightening them. And this time, sweep your hands down. Inhale, peeling up halfway here, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, we'll step our right leg back to a low lunge. Make sure your knee is right over that heel, inhaling up. And then exhale, we'll interlace our hands that same way. Inhaling, pressing the palms together, lifting the heart. Exhale, fold over that front leg, tuck the back toes under, press your right heel straight back. Now remember the feeling of your ribs drawing away from each other as you inhale. You can slightly bend your elbows here. Exhale, the ribs draw closer together. You press your palms together, pressing that right heel back. One more inhale here. Exhale, release the hands down and sweep your left leg back behind you for three-legged dog, letting that knee swivel. If you'd like to take wild thing here, you can step the left leg back behind and reach the left arm overhead, lifting the hip. And then everyone just place your feet back for downward facing dog. Inhale, come up high into your toes, and exhale, walk your feet forward. Bending your knees, inhale, peel up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, shifting your hips over your heels. Inhale, sweep your arms wide and up. Exhale, pull your hands to your heart. 3 breaths here. Feeling your breath passing along the base of your nostrils, feeling your ribs drawing wider and back together. As the crown of your head is lengthening away from your tail. One more breath here. Wiggling your toes, spread through the balls of your feet, the triangles of your feet. Release your palms. Inhale. Turn your arms open, sweep them overhead. Exhale, fold forward and down. Release the back of your neck. Inhale, peeling your heart forward. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. And imagine that you're taking hold of a baby bird in your palms and delicately pulling it into your heart. Inhaling into that sweetness. Exhale, release the baby bird. Feel it fly away as you inhale up. Exhale, interlace your hands with the other pinky and thumb on top. Bend your elbows and knees. Inhale into your heart. Press your palms together. Exhale, folding forward. And you might want to straighten your legs, lifting your thighs. Inhale, bending your knees, peeling your heart forward, lifting it up halfway. Exhale, once again, folding forward, lifting the thighs. And then release your hands down. Inhale, peeling up halfway. Exhale, step your left leg back and bring that knee down. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale, interlace your hands with the same pinky on top. Inhaling into your heart, lifting your heart. Exhale, fold over that front leg, tuck your back toes under, press your left heel straight. So root through the triangle of your front foot so you feel really rooted and you feel a lift through that front leg. Inhale, widening. Exhale, navel in as you press the pinky side of your hands toward each other. Inhaling into your heart. Exhaling. One more breath here. And then exhale, the fingertips down, and step your right leg back for that 3-legged dog. Either staying here or you can step it back for wild thing. Lifting the hips only if this feels good. Feel your breath fill in the shape of your body. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto your toes, and exhale, stepping or hopping your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, peeling up halfway. Exhale, folding down, release the back of your neck. Inhale, sweep your arms wide like a tree in spring. Exhale, pulling your hands into your heart. Smoothing out your breath. All right. And then release your hands. And we'll take a nice wide stance so you can face either direction. Just step your feet about as wide as underneath your wrists. Spread through your toes. And then rake your thighs up, lifting those thighs. And then elbows back, inhaling into your heart. Exhale, fold forward and down. And now you're going to keep your left fingertips right below you and place your right hand onto your back. And if you have a block or any kind of, if you want any kind of lift, you can place that there now. Otherwise, inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, rotate open to the right. Keep your hand here for a moment. Inhale, circle that right shoulder up and down. And then grow your arm as if it's a wing, extending up out of your back. And keep your hips as level as you can, as if you're balancing a book on your lower back. Drawing up energy through the soles of your feet. Inhale into both wings. Exhale, navel in to help rotate the rib cage open toward the right. One more breath here. Inhaling here. Exhale down. Placing the right fingertips below you, below your face. You can wiggle your legs for a moment. So the reason that we think about lifting the frontal thighs is that it prevents us from jamming the knees back. So once again, lift the thighs, and you might even want to microbend the knees. Place the left hand on the lower back. Inhale, lengthen forward, drawing up energy through the soles of your feet. And then exhale, rotate your chest open toward the left. Inhale, circle that left shoulder down, and then grow your wing out of your back. Feel both of your wings starting in your back, growing out. Feeling your breath fill in the shape of your body. Exhale, you draw your navel in to help rotate your rib cage open to the sky. One more breath here. And then exhale, circle down. And this time, walk it forward as you inhale. Exhale, walk your hands back. Release your head down. Your fingers are pointed forward, and you're isometrically pulling the floor back. Knees or elbows are bending back towards 90 degrees. They're shoulder width. Your head is releasing down. Rooting through the triangles of the feet. Feel a lift in your legs. One more breath here. And then inhale, walk it forward. Exhale, hands to hips, navel in. Inhale all the way up and walk your feet together. Okay. All right, I'm going to adjust this a little bit so you can see a little bit. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and step into Warrior 2. So we're going to step our feet wide and turn our right toes out, back toes in, and we're about heel to arch alignment. And then bend that knee. Find the maximum stance where your knee is right over the heel. And I like to smooth out that inner thigh, but don't let that inner foot lift up. Root down through the inner foot as you press this knee back. And then come on up. Have your arms in front of you. We're going to inhale up. Exhale down, moving with the breath. Feeling the back edge of that left foot. And remember the feeling of the breath traveling along the base of your nose. This will bring the breath all the way down into the lower belly. Two more. Moving with your breath. And then inhale. We'll hold here. Looking out over your second finger. Feel your legs now as the earth. Your legs are the earth. And your upper body is free. Just growing up out of the earth. Your arms are branches growing out of the trees. Even your back arm. Flowering out through your fingers. And then inhale, reverse. Exhaling here. And then inhale into your side angle. So either placing your forearm on your thigh or bringing your hand onto the ground. Still rooting the back edge of that left foot to wake up the inner leg, feeling your legs as the earth, and feeling how free your upper body can feel. And then inhale all the way up. And then bring your hands to your hips and we'll just switch to the other side. All right, so turn your back toes in about 45 degrees. Bend into your front knee, find that distance where your knee is right over the heel. Spread across the triangle of that foot. Arms in front of you, as if you're holding a bouquet of flowers. Inhale, sweeping overhead. Exhale, pressing into that heel to lift up. Even feeling your legs as the earth here, the moving earth. Feeling any expression drain off your face. 2 more. And this time we'll stay down. Maintain all of this length as you circle your arms down. Maintain the openness in your shoulders as you turn your palms down. Gazing out across your pointer finger. Feeling flowers blooming out each finger of your front hand and your back hand. Feeling your breath fill in the shape of your body. Your legs as the earth. One more breath here. And then inhale, reverse, keeping the bend of that front knee. Exhale here. Inhale up. Maintain as much length as you can in the side body as you sweep either into side angle this way or with the fingertips down. Feeling the back edge of your right foot to wake up the inner leg. Your legs are the earth. Inhaling up. Exhale, walk your feet together. Take a couple of steps. Okay. And we're going to find tree pose. So separate your feet about hip width. And then go ahead and lift, stand back here. Lift your right knee and place it as high as you can without using your hands initially. And then if you'd like, you can draw it up. You're also welcome to place the foot here. Make sure your standing toes are pointed straight ahead. And then bring your hands to your heart center. So feel your legs here as the earth. Just notice the effect on the pose. You're growing your arms up. Easy breathing. Maybe looking up, 2 more breaths. And exhale, circling down. All right, this time, make sure your standing leg toes are pointed forward before you come up. And then you'll pick up your left knee, place it as high as you can, and then maybe use your hand. Feeling that foot into the thigh. Your legs are the earth. 2 more breaths, maybe looking up. Your legs are the earth. Inhaling up, then exhale down. All right. All right. And let's just step our feet hip width, palms together. We're going to shift onto the floor. Inhale, sweeping your arms up wide. Feeling your legs as the earth here. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, peeling your heart forward. Exhale, just step back to downward facing dog. And then we're going to come on down. I'd like to actually go to a wall for one wall stretch. So I'm hoping that you have access to any wall. You just need to place your palm on the wall. So go ahead and stand by a wall, and we're going to put your right palm onto the wall. You're about a foot away from the wall, facing the wall in front of you, and your other arm is back as well. Soft knees, even here, feeling your legs as the earth, feeling your breath widening. And then exhale, maybe walk a little bit forward. You want to feel a slight stretch across the right pec, shoulder drawing down. As you exhale, that right shoulder blade tip draws in toward the chest. And now lengthen just the fingers off of the wall, keeping the palm. Feeling a stretch from the collarbone, right collarbone out through the right fingertip. And now keep the base of the hand, just lift the palm. So just the base of the hand is on the wall, just lifting the palm. Breathing wider. Exhale, shoulder blade tip draws in toward the chest. One more breath here. Exhale. And release. And you'll do the other side. So place your left palm at the wall. You're facing the wall that is perpendicular to it in front of you. Get your whole palm onto the wall, left palm. Breathing in wider. Exhale, drawing that left shoulder blade in toward the chest. Shoulders drawing down. Feeling the ribs drawing apart as you inhale. Exhale, they draw slightly towards each other. Left shoulder blade draws into the chest. Walking a little bit forward. And then lengthen just the fingers off. And now keep just the base of the hand. Lift just the rest of the palm off the wall. So your fingers and palm are off the wall. Base of the hand is on the wall. 2 more breaths here. Breathing in wider. Exhale, left shoulder blade tips draw in toward the chest. 1 more breath here. And then release. All right. And then I'd like to do cobra at the wall. If you don't have the wall, you could do cobra on the floor, but I find it to be extra, you feel a lot lighter and freer. So imagining that this is the wall right up in front of me. Your toes are about 4 inches or 4 to 6 inches away from the wall. Your hands are right about here. And then you're going to lift up onto your tippy toes and isometrically pull the floor down, looking slightly up. So this is it from the back position. Breathing into the heart, shoulders sliding down, up on the tippy toes, spending a couple breaths here, isometrically pulling the floor down so your hands aren't actually moving, they're just trying to. Breathing in wider into your heart. Exhale. Shoulder blades, hips draw into the chest. 2 more breaths here. Imagine nostrils on your heart, breathing for you. And then exhale, go ahead and release. And now come onto your back with your knees bent. And bring your arms into cactus, the bent elbows, feeling your back body totally supported by the earth. Feeling yourself land. And then we'll take bridge. So place your heels underneath your knees. And go ahead and lift your hips up, walking your upper arms underneath you. You might want to interlace your hands. Spread across the triangles of the feet. So lifting the inner and outer arches. Tailbone pointing forward. As your hips sag, press into the heels more. Feel that space in your neck, the curve of your neck. Feel your outer arms rooted into the earth. Everything that's touching the earth, there's a springing off effect. So the more you root down, the more you feel lifted off, like little rockets are shooting off from each point of connection. Three more breaths here. Finding something that is working for you in this pose. And then release your hands and lower your hips down. And now swap your knees to the right. And either stay here or place the right outer foot onto the left thigh, close to the knee. And reach your left arm overhead. And place your right hand onto the left side ribs for support, breathing into the left side body. Exhale, softening. And then release. We'll switch sides. Swap your knees to the left. Place your outer left foot onto the right thigh, close to the knee, and reach your right arm up. And bring your left hand onto the right side body. And then exhale, release. All right, and then we'll take a final hip stretch. So your choice, either crossing your ankles or double pigeon or for reclining pigeon. If you prefer any other form of pigeon, you can take that, or cross your right thigh completely over your left and then walk your hands down your legs. Maybe bringing your hands to your outer feet, drawing your feet away from your hips. You can also have your hands land on your legs somewhere. With this one, you're just focusing on pressing the inner thighs toward each other and drawing the feet away from the hips, slightly arching the back. And if you like, since you're at a wall, if you're near a wall and if it's comfortable, you could take the wall, the hip wall stretch, if you want to shift into that, where you bring your legs up the wall across your right ankle and over the thigh, and then slide your left foot down. So your choice. Will be here another 3 breaths. And then inhale, go ahead and release. And open and close your knees. And we'll take the other side. So whichever you did on the first side, you can go ahead and change your legs. If you're crossing at your thighs, you'll walk your hands down your legs. Wherever you are, keep your shoulders drawing down. Release your jaw. Breathing into the belly and hips. Exhale, the hips melt into the earth. Feeling your breath traveling along the base of your nose on both the inhale and the exhale. 2 more breaths here. And then go ahead and release. And then we'll take happy baby. And hold either the outer feet. If your tailbone is way up, then I would just hold on to the inner knees, rocking side to side.
Let's get down here.
Feel your belly filling up with your breath. You're just allowing it to fill up, not controlling anything. Exhale, watching the breath slowly drain through the hips.
Okay. Get out.
One more breath.
No more.
And then bring the legs together. And we'll take one final twist. So either crossing the thighs or keep the knees next to each other. And let's all of us, just since we did the crossed one before, let's all of us bring our knees together. And then we'll roll over to one side, stacking your palms. And let's do a couple of rounds of inhale, sweeping your feet forward to me. Sweeping your arm overhead, and you can follow your fingertips with your gaze. This can be a moving meditation. Inhaling as you open, and then exhale. Let the fingertips trail across your body back to the start. Inhaling over. Letting your left lung, back of the left lung fill up. Slowly releasing the breath. Last round. And then push yourself onto your back and over to the other side. Inhale, following your fingertips like you're drawing a rainbow overhead. Exhale, letting your fingertips drag across. Just noticing if you feel rushed in any way, letting yourself slow down. This is the only place you need to be, right here. This is where all the magic is happening. Last round. And then when you're done, you can shift onto your back. If you have any blankets or props you'd like to use for Shavasana, like a blanket rolled under your knees or any support under your head, which you really only need if your chin is jutting way up. Or if you have a blanket, it can be nice to rest it over your belly. But first, just hug your right knee and stretch your left leg long in a comfortable way. Feeling your belly filling up. Noticing the rate that it expands and the rate that it slowly contracts without you needing to control anything at all. On an exhale, release. And hug your left knee in. Feeling the rate that your belly is expanding. Your side ribs are expanding. And notice the rate that they're contracting without you needing to control anything at all. On an exhale, you can release your legs, and again, if you're placing any support, like over your hips, you can place them now. Lift your hips an inch, use your thumbs to slide the buttocks flush forward, and then place your hips down. Stretching your right leg long, release it. Stretch your left leg long, release it. Bring your hands behind your head, lengthening the back of your neck, looking down your midline. Place your head down. Release your arms by your side, slightly drawing your shoulder blades in towards your chest. Inhaling from your toes to the crown of your head. And exhale, let it all go. Smooth out the skin between your eyebrows. Feel space in between your teeth. Feel your collarbones drifting apart. And now imagine you are lying on a soft piece of clay. The clay is orange and it has a nice tangerine scent. Notice how your body is creating an imprint into the clay. Are certain areas creating a deeper imprint than others? Is your right shoulder creating a similar imprint to your left? What about the two sides of the pelvis and the back as a whole? What imprint is your spine creating in the clay? Simply observe yourself and mentally note any information you might gather from your body without any judgment or plans on how to create changes. And now focus on your breath. Notice where you are experiencing movement that is related to your breathing. Observe your breathing without trying to change it. Savanangam Mangolehi Siwe Tino Tino Bile Triumphe, triumphike, Sayo, Naram Namo Nosite, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Slowly begin to lengthen your inhale and exhale. Wiggle the tips of your fingers and toes. Feel life energy flooding through your torso, your arms, and your legs. And gently draw your knees in towards your chest and roll over to one side. Staying here, an extra breath, thanking your body for all that it does for you. And then press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And feel your sit bones heavy on the earth, your spine growing up out of the earth. And place one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. Feel yourself being breathed. And let's close with 3 quiet ohms, keeping our hands right here and really feeling the part of the om, like you just tasted a delicious fruit and you're savoring the taste. We'll take a cleansing breath first. Inhale for om. Let's bring our hands to heart center, the base of our thumbs connected into our heart, our fingers extending outward. Bow our heads down. The divine within me sees and honors the divine within you. Namaste.